It's time for radio blog. What are you blogging about today, Inam?
You know what, Tola? Yesterday, I was actually sitting yesterday. I was like, what could I possibly... Okay, here's the thing. Let's see. You know, I'm in South Africa, right? So I don't know I don't know the similarities between Nigeria and South Africa, but
Okay.
there was a scenario that happened with me, and I was like, let me just see if you guys kind of like
If you can
experience
relate.
the same kind of things.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can relate, especially if you're Christian. So I'm trying. It's funny, but I think the Christian. I don't know if you guys can relate on your side.
Oh yeah, try it.
So
Let's try it.
In South Africa, we have this really, it's strange. I don't know why, but it's very strange, especially if you're a Christian person. I think for a very long time in South Africa, if you tell someone I'm Christian, automatically, like to them, you either can prophesy or you can see or you can, you can speak like word of knowledge or something.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys can relate or you've ever had like any similar encounters. So one day I'm at the garage, right?
All right.
And I'm at the garage. Okay, wait, let me ask before I tell you my story. Do you
Okay.
guys have like in Nigeria, do you guys have like the lottery? Do you guys play the lottery like Lotto? Betting on numbers and all of that?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. So here's my thing. Tell me if this ever happens to you guys in Nigeria. I'm at the garage and I'm filling up petrol for the car.
Right.
So the petrol attendant comes and says hi, and he asks how much I want to put into the petrol tank, and I tell him I'd like this amount. And then he's like, you know what, you're dressed nicely, where are you going? And then I'm like, oh, thank you, I'm just going to church, right? So this is what the guy does. As I'm sitting in the car, he goes inside, and I think you either pay with cash or card.
Right.
So he goes inside. After filling up the petrol tank, he goes inside, and then he gets the machine.
All right.
The machine for me to make a payment. And then as I'm about to make the payment, he looks at me. He's like, so you go to church? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And then he's like to me, can I please ask you for a favor? I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Here I am thinking he's going to be like, please pray for me
or something. Yeah.
You know what he says? He takes out a pen and paper and he's like, because you go to church, I'm pretty sure like you can see. I'm pretty sure you can see. So he's like, can I please have the numbers for this week's lottery?
What is the Lord saying?
Like literally, he's like, I'm very sure you can see, because I mean, you church people, you can prophesy, the Lord will tell you. So
Prophesy
I really need,
to the numbers.
So give me the numbers for the week. And he was so serious.
Like no jokes.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know, like legit serious. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if you guys ever have like.
Definitely. Okay, so the thing is, so of course there are lots of that here in Nigeria. Like people play all of those numbers and stuff. And the funny thing is, I was having a conversation with a friend not too long ago, and he was telling me of a pastor who actually does this numbers, like plays this, gambles basically, and uses like literally prays to God to show him the numbers that will work. And then his explanation to that is whatever gains he makes from that, he uses it to support the church, to support his ministry.
But do they win though? Like
I don't know though.
Do they even win?
I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like we have like the strangest, strangest encounters, especially if you say, you know what, I'm born again. Like, you know what, I'm a believer. To them,
automatically,
like, oh, you. No, like you've come with my answer. Like you're literally carrying my message. Like, and I'm like, you know what? I think for me, I was like, I want to know if you guys like ever experience like the same kind of thing on your guys' side. Like not even with lottery. Like people will ask you like the most random questions, and they like expect you to have like an answer that literally fell from heaven for them.
Just because you're a Christian. But wait,
like,
hold on, Inam. You didn't finish the story though. So when the guy gets to ask you that, how did you respond?
I died. Like I broke out in laughter. I wasn't expecting that. Like legit, I'm telling you. Because dude
has a serious look on his face, like no jokes.
He took out a pen and a paper. And I'm thinking, he's probably going to ask for my number. like the first thought was, okay, you're probably going to ask for my number because you want to talk to me about
Right,
something.
right.
You're going to ask for prayer, or you're probably going to ask like for the address. Like, brother took out
church.
the pen and the paper, and he was like, yo,
And so,
write down the numbers for this week's win.
and so tell me, how disappointed was he when you broke out into laughter?
Like, he stood there for a minute. And I think, I don't know where his headspace was at. I just stood there and I laughed. And to me, I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, I'm serious. I'm like, I don't know them. Like, anyway, even if I did, that's not really like, that's not
my
really
ministry.
how we do it, So I'm like, I'm there sitting. I'm like, Holy Spirit, give me like an evangelism mechanism, like,
Around
to get
this.
this man to like come to church if he's trying to get the numbers or he's trying to get his life sorted out,
Oh man!
It's the most interesting thing. Like, it's the most interesting thing.
I
I feel like, with you guys there, you guys, in South Africa, when we're here in South Africa, we tend to look at Nigeria, and it's always that, when it comes to being sound in prayer, to being sound in the word and all those things, even in music, we many people look at Nigeria. So that's why I'm like, best believe if we're having things like this, you guys must be experiencing some kind on your side as well. So I think, like, for me, I think when I brought on this on my side, I was like, what, I would really like to know some of the craziest scenarios that people might have had, like with people like on the road or wherever, as you like being like a believer, because I mean, we come across the strangest things here.
Sure. So let's put that out there, right there. So you're listening to the show. You tell us, what is the most ridiculous thing that a random person has asked you after knowing you're a Christian? What's the most ridiculous thing he has said or has asked or has commented or has offered just because you're a Christian? Let us know about that on Twitter this morning at Praiseworld _. Thank you so much, Inam, for sharing your radio blog with us. I laughed hard about that. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you, Tola. Thank you for having me.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you so much. You too. And I want to know, because I'm pretty sure that there's some that are crazier than mine.
Definitely.
So let me know. I'm going to be checking it on Twitter as well today, because I'm looking for someone that can match.
Nice.
Match mine.
Good one. Thank you, Inam. Bye-bye, Inam.
All right, Tola. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Woo!
Bye.
Send me the numbers. Prophesy into my lottery. Amen, somebody. Huh? That was Inam all the way from South Africa. Can you relate with that, guys? And can you share?
Praiseworldradio.com.